Maya, how are you today?
Hi, Missportdevelopment. I am fine, and you?
So, today we were supposed to go to the beauty platforma to make a point of the different projects with the galaxies planet we work with. I think it would be great to go there.
Yes, of course there are many things to do there. Let's take the Skyjet.
Work is pretty awesome, and we have another project with them to install a new way to protect plants based on high frequencies, which will allow them to have more culture. It's so cool.
And this project will be very nice for us too. We will test this also for our new cooperation with the Galaxy M59. We were supposed to test a new bioplant to enhance electric with ethereal and instantly create new vegespecies. It will be cool also. Actor has arrived. Hi, Actor.
Hi Dalila. Hi Claudette. How are you?
Very fine, Actor. What's up?
I wanted to talk about a new project. For Harmony's planet, about a new galaxy I discovered. Oh, what's up? What's happening? The alarm is ringing.
Ah no, there is a problem in the Sector 3. Let me that. It is the Galaxy S20. A help message was sent. I did not know this sector for a while. The Galactic Council told us to not interfere there. They were quite insistent on that topic, but the emergency seems to be very essential. Yes, they report a high risk of multidimensional perturbations and instability. It has never been seen for a while. And for a galaxy, of course. We need to make a topic on this subject. I will find all the information I can. Okay, I will go to seek our friends to make a council, and I give the alert to the Galactic Council about that. I have the intuition that it is more difficult that it seems there.
And me, I will find all the news I can on the different galaxies to see if they had the same emergency alert than us. And I will also gain information about this Galaxy S20. I don't know this sector, and I want to know more about if we need to go there.
Let's go. Let's go.
Let's go.
Hi, Claudette. I found some informations about the Galaxy S20. It is a very emergency situation. I have never seen that before. So what did you found? So the Galaxy S20 with the planet Olga 5 are in a very difficult situation for millennials. It is a planet who were implanted a new Council species called the Olmet, based on multiple evolving DNA species. You know, we used to do that when we want to create new civilization and new planet as always. Yes, we use our DNA and sometimes the DNA of some others' planets to create new evolving and conscious species, but for the galaxy it is not us, it is the cosmic forces that are in the charge of galaxy's dysfunctional problem. And not us. Maybe there were a mistake. Yes, cosmic forces are in charge of galaxy's problem, but the real issue come from one planet which the evolving process has been disturbed for millennials, because they were disturbed by evolving species. And they seem to not have the ability to recover, and they start an evolving process that seemed to perpetuate by itself, because of an inability to regain self-consciousness, because the energy and the bioenergetical field of the planet was totally disturbed. And moreover, there is many other things. Yes, I used to hear about this story, but the Galactic Council has decided to isolate this planet to avoid potential multidimensional perturbations, and they told us to not interfere because they had to learn and be responsible of their own choices of what they create and chose what species they want to give their trust. If an evolving species chose to work with evolving species and create chaos in their world, it is their own choice. There is nothing that we can do. It is a part of their path to reconnect with what type of world they want to build and create. If they want a world of suffering and chaos and repeat it for the infinity and don't want to change, it is their choice. And we have to respect their collective choice as a planet and evolving species. Yes, of course. You reason, and I know. that you already went on a rescue mission, and it did not succeed. So you have a good experiences on the responsibility of the consciousness of planet. But in that case, there are specific consequences that we did not thought about, and also you know that the Galactic Federation is not totally neutral. There were some dysfunctional influences. They sometimes do not things for the best interest of these planets, and they sometimes want to experiment things that can have a huge impact. And because we let that problem continuing, we now can have potential consequences in a multidimensional way.
Yes, you probably reason. I am not totally neutral on this subject. And I want to know more about that. I prevent our friends and say to them to go to the campfire because we needed to talk and make a decision. Maya and Missportdevelopment took the skyjack to go there, and Actor is here. Hi Actor, and Missportdevelopment and Maya are here too. Hi girls, I thought we will meet at the campfire. We are so happy to see you.
Hi, how are you? I am so happy to see you.
Hi Actor, we are very fine. Thank you.
Hi everyone, we made as fast as we could.
Yes, we were supposed to go to the beauty platforma and we had the signal of the alert.
So I had your position. And we decided to come immediately with the skyjack to know more about the situation.
I understood that there were a problem with the Sector 3, the Galaxy S20.
Yes, and the situation doesn't seem very good.
Yes, and I have new information about the topic. Apparently there is a high risk of multidimensional perturbations and instability. If the planet don't take the right energetical path, it will goes to a potential galactical disturbance and risk of invasion in multiple multiverse.
Yes, so it is a so important emergency situation. So we need to have a discussion and try to do something.
I knew the situation of the Galaxy S20 for a while, and now we have to face the consequences of letting this situation get worse. But it is an opportunity to face this problem and to solve it for one time and to make this planet evolving in the great direction.
Yes, you reason, but it will not be simple. I knew that some rescue team tried to help, but they stayed on the planet. They could not go back. But it's been a while. Many that time we have a chance because some circumstances will change.
Yes, you are talking about the solar expansion. It will change the bioenergetical field, information of the planet, and help to enhance the DNA and activate directly the dormant sequences of multidimensional energetical evolution.
Yes, it will help a lot. Thanks to that, it will be easier to reconnect with self-awareness, because the bioenergetic field will be better. But if there are in a planet where there is a lot of misinformation and energetical disturbance, it could fail, or the process will not evolve as we want. So it could be important to be in the planet, be like energetical pillar in the case of involving interferences. And it will be. Yes, it seems to be a very good plan. Let's go to the campfire and discuss to all of that with our friends. It will be great, don't you think?
Yes, let's go to the campfire.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Today we are together in order to talk about
The alert that was sent to us during the day at the beauty platforma. And because it is an emergency situation, we needed to talk about this in order to see what it is the best choice to do as a galactic planet to finally solve this situation.
Hi everyone. Hi Dalila. Yes, of course I knew it was about the Sector 3. It is a sector that is disturbed for a while. Why now it is so important?
Hi, Octave. Yes, of course. This time it is very different. There is a high risk of multidimensional and energetical perturbations and potential invasion.
Before we used to neglect the problem because we thought that it will not have a potential impact on us. And we thought that this civilization will have the ability to learn and evolve by itself. But unfortunately, the situation get worse, and this time, the solar expansion will give to us a chance to change and try to solve the problem for one time. Hi everyone, I also know the situation of the Galaxy S20. Did you have the information on what is going to happen if the situation goes to multidimensional perturbations and risk of invasion? What does it mean?
Hi everyone. Hi Zosha. Multidimensional perturbations means that it could have change and create perturbation on different timeline and spaces, and create involving and perturbated timelines in the multiverse. And moreover, if we let this dysfunctional energetical shift take place, we can open the door to involving species to come into different energetical world, like us, because of access to different space portals. So it is very important.
Okay, so if we go there, it is not for fun. This time we have no choice, our past and future timelines are engaged.
Moreover, we are energetically linked with this civilization. We have implemented our DNA there, and if they get the involving process, it will have consequences on us too, on an energetical way.
Yes, Michael, like every one of us, I have implemented also my DNA in quite multiple planets also. When I telepathically connect there are lots of suffering and pain. Also there were different support and help team who went there and did not came back. And we did nothing. We need also to do thing about that. What do you think?
Yes, rescue team went out there for millennials and nothing really changed. We have overestimated many things in this situation, especially our own capacities. If we go there, we need to learn about the mistakes and make another plan that have high chances of success. Yes, we need to study this planet. What happened? What type of energies, civilization and DNA they have? What type of problem they face? And what technologies they are submitted to? With that, we will also learn about the mistake we made, and we will have a reflection on another plan.
Let's analyze this planet together with all the information we have and all the experiences we have made with this planet and this galaxy to make the better plan for us.
Yes, let's do this. Okay. Okay.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go.
Let's go. Okay, so now we have some good informations about the planet. So now we need to focus on the inhabitants and the multiple problem they are facing. So first of all we are going to see their constitutions and also their DNA to see where is the issue. So let's analyze this with the hologram.
DNA and atomic constitution. Analyze process.
So, hologram, what do we have please?
Analyze finished. Result available.
According to the hologram analyses, it seems that it will not be easy. First, they have a recombinated DNA, so it means that it is not their DNA of origin. It seems that they crossed multiple, involving animal species to create this civilization. So in their biophysiological constitution we have some vestige of the different species they were crossed. They also put these involving organs directly to some important points of their physical body, so it don't allow them to have a good energetical circulation.
Moreover, the organs that can allow them to decode energetical information have a very limited activity, and besides, due to their recombinated DNA and physiology, and the quality of the bioenergetical field, they lost a grand part of energetical stability. So they have dysfunctional pattern, and they have difficulties to solve many of their issues because their body and the energetical field of the planet are totally disturbed. So of course we have to go there. But we made mistakes during the past. One mistake was to think that they could solve issues by themselves. I know that collective consciousness needs responsibility. But when a collective consciousness is enough disturbed to self-create destruction and potentially impact other planet and galaxy, we need to make an intervention.
So according to my past experiences and knowledge, the previous plan was to go to the planet and teach them some learnings and informations about how harmonious the life should and how to respect yourself, others, harmonize and respect nature. But it did not work. Most of the teachings and learnings were interfered by dysfunctional people and the real information is not totally available or partial available. So the inhabitants are always confused because they don't really know how it is functioning and what happened.
And of course they did not have the ability or the willing to apply that. So teaching to people what they have to do is great, but it is not enough. We need a better plan with a better chance to succeed, but like you said, transmit the real information is also important.
Okay, maybe we can infiltrate the civilization evolving beyond them, doing the DNA transmutation and evolution to have the right bioenergetical multidimensional information and share this energy. Thanks to bioactivation DNA information, the right energetical information will be transmitted without any interferences or false teaching, and it will enhance the process.
Yes, doing work for real and transmit the right energetical information of evolution directly using your biophysical body is a good idea. And moreover, with the bioenergetical change of the planet, the energetical information will spread very fast. But we need also to think about the potential interferences, because if we go there they can detect us before we activate that. So we have to mute in a certain extent our evolving DNA to be allowed to go there and to harmonize ourselves to disturb energy of this world.
But it will be very difficult even if we go there. And we shift our energetical field to over-adapt to this world, we will be totally disbalanced with all this disturbance, and it will affect us in many ways. This inhabitants will energetically and automatically detect that, and it could triggers them with hostility and violence, because they will know that we have not the same energetical DNA information and consciousness, so we will have a lot of difficulties to have healthy social interactions in a planet where most of people have dysfunctional pattern due to their disturbed DNA and disturbed energetical environment.
Yes, Laura, I totally agree with you. We will suffer a lot because they used to traumatize each others and people who they love for generations, and they did not want it or have the ability to change because of many interferences. And there is a high possibility that we could become like them or being corrupted by interferent energies that still exist out there. So I also propose that some of us stay connected with us all the time to protect us and energetically help us as much as possible to face the potential trauma, and when our DNA will be activated we will have the ability to reconnect with you on an energetical way.
Yes, of course, my friends. It seems to be a great idea. But the process of evolving in a dysfunctional planet is something extremely difficult. Of course we will learn many things. But we will also suffer a lot or lose ourselves there. We have to stay connected with you and avoid us as much as you can to take the wrong path. Because shifting the DNA and energy in a world of energetical disturbance for real will be not easy, and we need to prepare ourselves.
Yes, and it will be very important to live inside dysfunctional family, energetical and behavioral pattern. The purpose is to understand it, to live these energetical dysfunctional pattern of this entire civilization, overcome, understanding and share the good energetical information of evolution, and of course share the information. But the energy is so important to avoid potential interferences. Because the previous help team went out there with another plan, and they loses themselves by taking a total dysfunctional path. So we have to make sure that this time with this plan and preparation it will succeed. We have no choice.
And because they used to have false energetical information and biophysical interfered teachers and energy, they could not integrate the real transmutation energy, and they stay stuck in a loop of infinite dysfunction who seemed repeat by itself. So it is important to stop that for real. So I propose to study the energetical behavioral disturbance and prepare ourselves to this challenging journey.
So let's prepare ourselves for this challenging journey. Let's go!
So my friends, what do you think if we teleport to Harmony's beach to continue our work?
Yes, let's do this.
Teleportation in 3, 2, 1. Let's go.
So according to all the informations we will face multiple difficulties. If we go there, first we have to overcome the multiple traumas and dysfunctional pattern and energetical disturbance. Second, our energy will create certain great things in our life because our DNA has a higher energetical spin particles, but it will also trigger native Olmec inhabitants because subconsciously they are not in tune with this new type of energy. It will activate dormant sequences and they will automatically have disturbed energies that will came into their physical body, and it will activate their dysfunctional energies and pattern that they don't want to face. And also activate the consciousness of disconnection to the real healthy and abundant energy that they were disconnected to. So because they have more disturbed energies, it will trigger them by creating familial dysfunctional reaction like hostility and potential violence when they feel discomfortable and misunderstand emotional information in their body.
Yes, of course, Nelia. We need also to think about one important thing. The previous help team failed because they were detected as a child and they were categorized as dysfunctional child and adult, and unfortunately they were rejected, mistreated, abused, or in the better case used to do many sort of dysfunctional thing. So I really do think that it will be very important to mute our DNA and our potential as much as we can, because it could be very dangerous if we are detected before our DNA is activated. The Olmec inhabitants need to think that we are who they think we are, but when the DNA will be activated, it will be too late because the cosmic evolving forces will be in charge of our supervision and our protection. And also our psychic abilities will be reactivated. They really can't do anything against cosmic forces because they are in charge of the supervision of the whole planet. And it will be too late when the DNA will be activated. So if we mute ourselves on a certain point, the plan can have a chance to succeed. What do you think about that?
Yes, of course, Missportdevelopment. We have to learn of the previous mistake, and this is one that we have to face also. Helping an invaded planet is not easy, especially when they have lost their memories and think that their dysfunctional experience as a collective planet is normal. Unfortunately, in some planets the most healthy a person is, and the most chances he has to be energetically and physically attacked. If we go there to really create that change, most of them will be aggressive towards us, especially as a young age. So create this change for real, we will face multiples and difficult challenges. It will be very hard, because evolution and harmony is not in their plan.
Moreover, the solar expansion and the presence of cosmic forces will force them to show the truth about reality to avoid instant energetical consequences. But the thing is that there is a high risk of interferences and dysfunctional energetical information transmitted. They can mimic a superficial change, but the deep core of the dysfunctional structure will be the same. This is why our intervention will be needed. Olga 5 has to evolve and becoming a cosmic intergalactic and healthy civilization like us, because these millennials' cycle of dysfunctions and suffering they have experienced needs to have an end. They all need to do the work to emancipation themselves of all their dysfunctional link to energies and pattern. But if we help them, it can work.
Yes, of course, and with the acceleration of electrical photonic particule, the energy of the planet will be different and the biophysical manifestation of dysfunctional energies will be faster. So dysfunctional people and energies will physically manifest quickly the consequences of their dysfunctional actions and NRG. It will be the same for healthy people and energies, because the field of the matter will be better and the biophysical body and the energy of the planet will less and less accept dysfunctional things within themselves and in their environment. For those who resist to that evolving change, there is a high of dysfunctions in their physical body and in their life. So it will force them to evolve either to a certain point of energies they will need to live the planet.
So if I sum up the situation, the planet is invaded and has energetical disturbance for millennials. Their inhabitants have a memory loss of what happened and their DNA was changed to mute them in an evolving species with behavioral dysfunctional pattern. The life quality is made of constant pain and suffering due to the disconnection of their energetical consciousness and powerness. They still have this potential but their DNA is dormant. The solar expansion will change the bioenergetical field of the planet, so we have a change to make an energetical and DNA change. Their inhabitants are aggressive and dangerous, but if we do nothing it will create multidimensional perturbations and potential invasion. And if we fail we can potentially stay blocked on a dysfunctional planet and be the energetical meal of evolving species for millennials. Whoa, I have never done a dangerous and challenging journey. So when do we go?
And out there it will be very important to be self-isolated for a certain time, to have more time to mute our DNA and reconnect to our self-consciousness and to avoid energetical dysfunctional disturbance of Olga 5 inhabitants. This will allow us to facilitate our evolving transmutation and to reconnect progressively with cosmic forces. And also we will be separate for a certain time. This time will be very important to transmute our DNA and make this energetical change in ourselves and recover our consciousness. If we have not reconnect with ourselves, the creation of new healthy couple with diversified genetic will fail. Because we need also to break the transgenerational dysfunctional energies of abusive behavior between the different physical races. By creating these new healthy couple we will create progressively a model of a new unite planet where everyone has his place, not matter his genetics.
Yes, and there will be a lots of work to do. There are dysfunctional energetical pattern between gender, physical, races, children, animals, nature. And moreover, they have abusive behavior with themselves, principally due to what they learn as dysfunctional things for millennials, and on top of that the energetical interferences of their environment and their DNA. It will be a very hard work to level the consciousness and the change at this low level. But hopefully the solar expansion with our DNA activation will help us a lot. We can succeed.
Yes, and when I teleported myself out there, they also have a total disconnection with energy. They have learned this dysfunctional belief that they are alone in the cosmic universe, whereas there is a lots of cosmic consciousness on their planet. But they can't see them because their DNA was mute and they have lost a grand part of their energetical sensitive abilities for most of them. And they also struggle to survive and have what they need, one because their consciousness were disconnected with creation and empathy, so they lost this idea creating wealth for free and for everyone in an harmonious way because the planet have all the resources they need. So create a dysfunctional self-belief that they need to use other resources to create an inappropriate, unsatisfied and constant need of resources. Even if it destroys their well-being, their planet and other people's life, especially their children. Moreover, they have difficulties to find solutions to their issues. They also lost self-confidence due to multiple internal and external stressors which block their energetical body and consciousness to express and create the new. Moreover, the disturbed energies used to be hostile with those who wants to create the change. So because they fear hostility and violence of their dysfunctional pairs, they are stuck in quo status. This is why evolving cosmic forces will help us to face this potential survival issue when our DNA will be activated. Because the invaders will prepare themselves to block us in shape of form. But the unfortunately cosmic energy can't be blocked. I had a discussion with cosmic forces. We will have everything we need for this challenging journey. And moreover, our psychic ability will help us to manifest directly in the matter what we need when the DNA will be activated. So it will be good.
Moreover, the invaders are co-created with dysfunctional Olga 5 inhabitants, the chaos and survival on the planet. Because Olga 5 inhabitants are totally codependent of their invaders because they think that they can't create things by themselves. And they have also learned a dysfunctional way to manage their planet by not taking their own individual responsibility and give it to another consciousness, especially a dysfunctional one. Each consciousness has to be responsible of what they do and create, and not give their own power to another consciousness. But it can happen only when a species who have lost his own self-esteem.
This is why they used to expose them to trauma and external stressors. When you lose your self-confidence, and when you are excessively stressed or distracted, their biophysical body can't do the connection with their consciousness. So they have to create constant, disturbed energies to create and perpetuate this constant dysfunctional things.
And what about Galactic Federation?
According to my research, we were misinformed by them. It is a false energetical information to influence us to not interfere. Of course they had to learn and make different emotional choices, but we arrive at a point of non-return. Out there they think that they are in a sort of school planet, but in reality they are in a loop of infinite repetition because their consciousness is blocked, so they can't leave the planet because there is too much illusion in order to maintain them dormant and allowing their consciousness to repeat this dysfunctional energetical experience for infinite. Yes, and according to my knowledge the first version of Olga 5 inhabitants stayed blocked after millennials of wars. They have lost against their invaders, some of them accepted to work and be submissive, others decided to leave the planet or to stay in hidden places of Olga 5 planet. The first ones have progressively created a world of chaos by creating all these dysfunctional way of interactions, behavior, thinking, and beliefs. After that it was decided to isolate the planet to avoid potential dysfunctional cosmic expansion or invasion. We thought that they could emancipate by themselves, but it was a mistake. The previous help team went there, but we underestimated the situation, so they were detected and stayed out there. We knew that without a change of the global energy of the planet we could not achieve the plan. I really do think that they can live in harmony even with their invaders if they change their consciousness and their pattern for real. It already happened on others' planet. So now it is our chance, we need to get it.
Yes, and when we will be out there. If we want to leave the planet, we will need to break all the illusions and transgenerational energetical blockages. One by changing ourselves and by regaining our energetical and vibrational discernment. And not allowing or repeating dysfunctional things. Because we will repeat as Olga 5 inhabitants those dysfunctional pattern and beliefs during a very long period. A certain level of new energetical repetitions and behavior will be needed to change our consciousness. We will need to do that if we want to leave the planet, regain our real potential and energetical authority and consciousness. Because our ability to leave the planet will directly link with the energetical level of our consciousness and our ability to have face and overcome all these deep illusions and dysfunctional pattern and self-belief. Cosmic forces and our friends who will supervise our journey will help us to do that.
So when we will be there, we will face multiple difficulties. First, we will be misunderstood, rejected, facing dysfunctional pattern of Olga 5 inhabitants even in our involving families. We will face multiple trauma stressors, but our consciousness and our strength will help us to have resilience. And moreover, we will have the help of cosmic forces and of our energetical friend, because out there we could not communicate till our DNA will be activated. Our biophysical body will be different of Olga 5 inhabitants. We will be more energetically sensitive to toxicity in any shape of form with their food, their pattern, etc. It will force us to evolve and change because our biophysical body will not accept any disturbed energy anymore. Moreover, we will creating conflict in our involving families because they have to start the change process and question their way of living and functioning. It will be hard for us because they have a high risk that they reject us because of our need to live in a healthy way. We will be isolated a lot. Because most of them are familiar with dysfunctional things they have repeated for millennials. When the bioenergetical field will be activated, we will have biophysical change because our body will change his energy. And he will less and less accept dysfunctional pattern and toxic environment. As a result, we will be more isolated because Olga 5 inhabitants can interfere us with their energy, and it can slow the process of multidimensional DNA transmutation. When cosmic forces will judge we are okay with our DNA transmutation and the creative work who will be done. We will meet one another to create new healthy couple to enhance the planet with new Olga 5 inhabitants with a healthy energetical information and new DNA adapted to the new energies of the planet. They could not really block us because when the bioenergetical field will change, the cosmic forces will impose them new energetical rules. So Olga 5 inhabitants and their invadors could not act as toxic as before because they will face the energetical consequences quickly. But they will interfere as to self-sabotage ourselves or make people close to us aggressive in order to make us lose our mind and not achieve what we are supposed to do, but we have to stay strong in those moments. Of course, if the plan succeed, 90% of the Olga 5 inhabitants and their invadors also, if they want to evolve, will transmute themselves and change the DNA. So progressively the energy of the planet will change and most of the dysfunctional things will be progressively stopped. When the cosmic forces will realistically judge the real energetical evolution of the planet, they will stop the isolation of the planet to become a multidimensional intergalactic civilization. This is the plan, it will succeed, we are courageous, we are brave, it will work. Let's give freedom to Olga 5 planet.
If we have any issues out there, we have first to trust ourselves and our creative ability and our strength to overcome any type of situations, and have this energetical strength also, because cosmic and energetical force will be with us to achieve what we are supposed to do, but we have first to have this constant trust in ourselves. Of course, we will be separated for a long time because a certain work energetically and is a biophysical matter need to be done before we have the ability to come back together, but it will be okay. So we have to stay courageous, to stay confident, to trust in ourselves and in our cosmic abilities for every one of us. Everything will be done out there to make us lose our self-esteem, to make us doubting on yourself, to abandon, to lose our mind, or to take a dysfunctional path. We will miss one another, and we will also miss our beautiful, harmonious planet, but it is just for a short time. So, team, welcome aboard. So, the galactic spaceship is ready. Everyone is ready. So, Olga 5 planet, let's go! So, here we are, arrived to Olga 5 planet. Claudette, can you feel that the energy is very disturbed compared to our harmonious planet, don't you think?
Yes, of course, Missportdevelopment. I have noticed it too. It is not natural. I have also noticed something strange. Hologram, can you do a zoom on that, please?
Yes, of course, Laura. It is the energetical tower control of Olga 5 planet where they can create energetical disturbance.
Please hologram, can you also zoom on these two Olmet's inhabitants? I have noticed something on their biophysical body.
Yes, of course, Rennie. This Olga 5 inhabitants or Olmets has an energetical parasite that absorb his energy. It is one of the multiple involving species who have invaded the planet. They can't really feel it because they're sensitive. Abilities are quite dormant, but they are the energetical meal of those one. If you go out there, I don't recommend you to have intimacy with native Olmet inhabitants if you are not sure, because most of them have still these energetical parasites on them.
So this journey will be the most challenging journey of my millennial's life.
For sure it will be challenging. So, let's go!
Have you ever thought, what if this is all just a dream?